Sehr geehrte Damen und Herren, herzlich willkommen bei Solarwatt. Wir begrüßen Sie heute hier in Dresden an unserem Hauptstandort in der Maria-Reiche-Straße, um die feierliche Eröffnung unserer 3 neuen Fertigungslinien zu feiern. Jetzt bin ich ein bisschen nervös, ich bitte das zu entschuldigen. Mein Name ist Pia Küskens, ich bin Mitarbeiterin der Solarwatt.
I work for
Sehr,
Solarwatt,
dass ich Sie heute
and I'm happy
darf.
to take you through this program today. Many of you we saw in June in a digital form for our kick-off event.
Es war ein ähnlicher Rahmen, eine ähnliche Bühne,
It was very similar to this, but we didn't have any audience. It was extraordinary for these times. I think I'm talking for everybody that we're very happy to be here live today. This event is taking place under COVID regulations. When you're at the table, you can take off your masks. Later, during the tour, please put your masks back on. Thank you. In our introductory video that we just saw, we are standing in the hall, which was empty during our kickoff event. Now it looks a lot different. It's a very special day for Solarwatt, and special days require special guests. We're welcoming today from politics our State Premier, Minister Michael Kretschmer, our Secretary of State, Dr. Lippold, our main shareholder, Mr. Stefan Quandt, and our Board of Directors. I'm happy to welcome CEO Solar Power Europe, Walburga Himmeltsberger. Dear guests, partners, and last but not least, welcome to all representatives of press and media.
Lassen Sie uns einen Blick auf die Agenda werfen.
Let's have a look at the agenda for today. We're going to start with a few welcoming words from our CEO, Mr. Neuhaus, and also from Dr. Armin Freuzheim, CTO from Solarwatt. He's going to take us through a few facts about Solarwatt. Then we have a welcome speech from our State Premier and also from Mrs. Himmeltsberger. Then we will have our formal opening of our production, and then we'll end with a tour. Mr. Neuhaus, the floor is yours. You did this very, very charming, thank you. I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to welcome you on this big day for us. I'm happy to see all of our special guests, so I don't need to welcome you myself. Solarwatt is a lifelong companion for people who want to live from clean energy, and that's our vision. That's what we're working towards, and we have been for many years, with lots of dedication. In June, we celebrated and introduced our vision digitally. We introduced our vision for sector coupling and introduced our next steps in systematic photovoltaic to the future development of sector-coupled systems. I think it was done quite well. Since years, we've been dedicated to development, and we've been growing for years. We have many good partnerships with BMW, for example, that have been introduced. We've invested a further 100 million euros. It's not the first amount of money, but we have 100 million euros for the next future. And this is invested in tools, people, and research. We're very proud of this, and we believe in our technology. This technology is very important to battle against climate change. This is what we stand for. It's a very big moment for us, and I'm really happy that we can be here, like a small child. Many years ago, it wasn't at all possible, and now we're on a path that we will not go back on. What we'll see is a few facts and information that Mr. Freudsheim will now tell you.
Ja, herzlichen Dank, Detlef. Ein herzliches Willkommen auch von mir.
Thank you, Detlef. Welcome from me too. I'm pleased to introduce and open the 3 lines of production today. We manufacture products here for climate change. In particular, together with partners and suppliers, we will take on our social and ecological responsibilities in many measures. With these 3 lines, solar sub-module, the battery storage, and here is the solar module that is actually made here. These are necessary for production. Let's have a look at this product first of all. You just heard it's made with BMW. An important supplier is Webasto for us. And we, in a highly automatized production on 300 square meters, we manufacture these modules. Every 80 seconds, one is produced. Then they are integrated into these battery systems, and we're doing this with an automobile supplier to ensure high standards and high security measures. So what it looks like exactly, we can now hear now from Matthias Adlet. He's a colleague from Webasto.
Hello Armin, and many greetings to Dresden. I'm very happy to be part of this special day for you. We at Webasto are very proud of our cooperation with Solarwatt. In the coming years, we will manufacture 6-figure cell modules for the new Battery Flex battery storage system at our technology plant in Schierling. The components for this come from the BMW group and are also used in the group's electric vehicles. Production on our assembly line is of course carried out in accordance with automotive standards. This collaboration demonstrates the range of target groups that we at Webasto now address with our expertise in the battery sector. At the same time, our cooperation also includes installations and sales of charging solutions. The Webasto Live Wallbox, for example, is compatible with Solarwatt's Energy Manager. Together, Solarwatt and Webasto are making a contribution to the photovoltaics and electromobility, continuing to grow together. I'm very much looking forward to work with you, and now I wish you a very successful event.
Yes, many thanks, Matthias, for those nice words from Schierling. These battery submodules are brought in security containers. You know, we have to ensure high security. They come to us in the production house near here, 200 meters from here, that you can have a look at later. They're delivered with the electronic components that also come from the region here. These battery modules will then be produced here, 100 meters from here, on a surface of 2,500 square meters, every 4.5 seconds. So one of these systems is then produced. How it exactly happens will now be explained by project managers René Zeit and Lars Steenblok from Solarwatt from our halls.
Hallo Herr Freudsheim, vielen Dank und ein herzliches Hallo aus unserer neuen Batteriespeicherproduktion hier in Dresden. In den vergangenen Monaten ist hier auf einer Fläche von rund 2500 Quadratmetern eine moderne Fertigungslinie für die Endmontage unseres Stromspeichers Solarwatt Battery Flex entstanden. Dieser wird zukünftig von ca. 30 Mitarbeitern im Zweischichtbetrieb gefertigt.
Auch von mir ein herzliches Hallo. Bei der neuen Stromspeichergeneration Battery Flex war uns neben höchster Qualität, bester Funktionalität und ansprechender Optik besonders auch die konsequente Weiterentwicklung der Modularität und die perfekte Einbindung in das Photovoltaik-Gesamtsystem wichtig. Solarwatt Battery Flex ist zudem der erste Heimspeicher, der einer Partnerschaft eines Heimspeicherherstellers mit einem Automobilunternehmen entstammt, der BMW Group und Solarwatt.
Und mit diesen Eindrücken von der neuen Solarwatt Batteriespeicherproduktion geben wir zurück zu euch und wünschen euch noch eine schöne Veranstaltung.
Ja, vielen Dank. Ja, lassen Sie mich nun zu unserer größten Investition hier am Standort kommen. Das ist die
So let me talk about our biggest innovation here. Our biggest investment are the solar models. We have an investment of 20 million euros. You've already heard that 3 months ago there was nothing in this hall. Now it's full. We're actually in ramp up at the moment. At the back you can see the front end. 27 robots are working currently there with different solar products. And on this side there's 8 robots in the back end where the modules actually then come out and are delivered. Here we have about 3,500 square meters, and every 30 seconds a solar module comes out here. They look like this, and then they can go directly to our partners. Altogether, we have a capacity of 300 megawatts in this production line. Let me just explain a few things. We produce here on this location with 100% eco-energy. We are participants of the Saxony financial program, and we're pushing our company further towards sustainability. Our wealth is still dependent on coal and oil, but the new oil and the new coal will be produced here in our new system. Let us together work towards this energy system, that it will be further developed here, and that here in Europe we can contribute a large part of energy production here in Europe. Thank you very much.
Thank
you, Mr. Freudsheim, for your words. I hope you're looking forward to our tour, so you can see everything a bit more in detail. Now I'd like to welcome our State Minister, Mr. Kretschmer. We are looking forward to what you have to say. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the invitation. Solarwatt, here the production formal ceremony is proof that entrepreneurship, innovation, technological development and progress, it shows that a lot is possible. Who would have believed a few years ago that the production of solar plants would have had a chance here in Europe? How many people told us that China and Asia was the place where in future the production would be done, and that this would just be nothing for Germany, that the cost would be too high for Germany. Every time I come here, it makes me happy to see that Solarwatt is still here. Looking behind the scenes and seeing what Solarwatt does, how they do things, what ways they're going, shows us that we have another way of looking at things, and that renewable energy does have a future here in Europe. To further this technology, we need impulses. State money was needed. But at some point, we had to see that this was going to be economical, and it's only got a chance as it all systematically functions.
Dass man energieautark ist, indem man eine Solaranlage auf das Dach bringt und dann doch am Ende das große Netz braucht, sondern wissend, dass das Ganze dann eine Zukunft hat, wenn man eine Sektorkopplung vornimmt, die Mobilität,
that it can only have future with a sector Kopplung, that batteries can move, to be independent from China and technology. To give it up is not only wrong, but it's also dangerous. Like with microelectronics near here, it's the same kind of thing. If we don't produce ourselves, if we don't understand the technology, then somebody else will develop, and we won't be able to take part in this technological advancement. We need this for this state. We must produce these products that the whole world will then buy, so that we can make our wealth sure. If we can't produce a technology that other countries do, then we will be going a bad way. This company has a lot of dedicated people that are working here who do research and development, and I'm very, very happy about this company. We're on our way. We have our own climate program. We're building that up with photovoltaic. We're increasing it. We know we only have a chance to grow, to generate growth, if we have more renewable energy. Towards climate change, e-mobility change, coming away from coal, with the Paris Climate Agreement. Now the question is, how are we going to do it? If we want to stay an industry country, we have to produce renewable energy. We also have to go away, take a path. We need to be competitive, not using CO2. This is what I called innovation. This is what I call competitiveness. This is... I'm very happy to be here in Dresden at the successful company Solarwatt, and I wish you all of the best. Thank you, Mr. Kretschmer, for your warm words. I think we now feel very, very good. I'm glad that you touched the subject of sector coupling. I was watching our partners when you were talking, and I saw a lot of nodding heads that made me very happy. Now I'd like to ask Mrs. Hemmelsberger to the stage for her welcoming speech. Thank you very much for the invitation, Mr. Neuhaus, State Premier, Mr. Freudsheim, Mr. Quandt. I'm so happy to be here today. Congratulations to everybody at Solarwatt for the opening of the 3 production lines. It was the right investment at the right time. That's what I would say. Photovoltaic is needed today. I'm just going to come to a few statistics. Well, how photovoltaic is here today. It used to be a niche technology, and now it's grown considerably. We're making many, many steps towards this, towards a key technology. We installed 20 gigawatts last year. In 2024, we will have capacities. What we have now will be doubled until 2024 from 140 to around 280 gigawatts. That's the beginning. What you can see here on this slide, a summary of what we're discussing in Brussels at the moment. Our ambition has to be increased by 2050. We want to be a climate-neutral continent. And these are the milestones that we have set for ourselves until that time. The European Commission said in June, they gave their suggestions and said that by 2030, we have to have 40% of renewable energies in Europe. In comparison, we have 23%. What this means is actually quite simple. We have to build up 250 gigawatts plus. Looking at yearly, it's 58 gigawatts a year that we need by 2030. But now it's really coming. We think 40% new renewable energy is not enough. It costs us more. If we follow our ambitions, if we're more ambitious, then it's actually more cost efficient. With this, the 1.5 degrees Celsius that was discussed in Paris, we will get to this. What we have to get to is very clear. We can see on our slide it's plus 730 gigawatts until 2030. This growth of photovoltaics gives chances to growth, not only chances for Made in Europe, but also, from my point of view, the strategic necessity of having it in Europe. We can't just get it outside of Europe. And this is why I really support what Michael Kretschmer said. We need this production here in Europe. And I would like to say that I think this will be possible for us. Not only because we have technological possibilities, but also we have institutions, research institutions, for example, Fraunhofer Institute. We have that here. We have innovation that comes from our institutions, our research institutions. But we also have a historical, strong, organic economic system. And I've brought something here that I'd like you to have a look at. The bullet for Solarwatt is a little bit small, but we'd like to change that, of course. But we have a base here. We have a lot of demand for it. We have a lot of innovation. We have an organic system for it. All we have to do is just build it up. I'm very, very happy that Solarwatt is investing and is contributing a lot to this so that we can. We need more companies like Solarwatt that make progress, and these people make it easier for other people in Europe to invest and to make production increase. I'm very, very happy and I'm very thankful that you're all making it very possible. We have 250 members. We've been dedicated for years of manufacturing in Europe, that it will be strengthened. We have the European Solar Initiative. We started that, a new industrial alliance. Bis 2025, we want 20 gigawatt capacity here in Europe. It brings a lot of growth for Europe, 40 billion euros per year, but also jobs. So 400,000 direct or indirect jobs that will be created here with this 20 gigawatts here in Europe. And with European politics, it's been a long way, but now it's clear for European politics that photovoltaic has to be strengthened. It's been accepted here in a couple of months. It's high on the agenda for Europe, for the European Communion. The European Solar Initiative has been very supportive. So this means that ears are open. All we have to do now is roll up our sleeves and make it possible, that we have measures and conditions that we can actually be successful and let it grow in Europe. We're working on this at the moment. Congratulations to all of you for the contribution towards this here at Solarwatt. I hope that soon I can come here again to have another formal opening of further production lines. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mrs. Hemmetsberger. Those are the right words for us, photovoltaic made in Europe. What's also very, very important is to strengthen the suppliers. Our competitiveness is still there, but our competitors are the aspects that we need. Now we come to the formal opening. I'd like all the people to come onto the stage, Mr. Neuhaus, Mr. Kretschmer, Mrs. Hemmetsberger, and also Mr. Quandt. We're going to put buzzers here on the stage. So we'll take the obligatory photograph of everybody. So, on one buzzer there's a cable. On the others there aren't any cables. Mr. Kretschmer, you have the buzzer with a cable. When you press this, Mr. Kretschmer, that everything will start. But as a symbol, I'd like us all to do it, to have the honor of doing it all together. I feel honored. So lots of photos will be taken now. So if you just put your hands over the buzzers, that looks lovely, thank you. So all the cameras are there. So say sentence, ladies and gentlemen, please start our production now. Super.
Vielen, vielen Dank.
Thank you very much.
Der Herr Neuhaus.
Mr. Neuhaus, you can stay here, Mr. Neuhaus.
Weil der jetzt noch ein paar Worte für uns.
Because he has a few words for us. I just want to be short. Our vision is a long life companion for people who want to live from clean energy. What does this mean? Thank you for everybody here, Mrs. Hemmetsberger, Mr. Kretschmer. We're looking at this holistically. We're not producing components. We want to offer our own energy, homemade energy and highest quality with a life growth. This is our vision. We've been doing it for many years. It hasn't been easy, but that's the way it is. We're doing it with a lot of dedication. We're not technology idealists, but we're convinced of what we're doing. I'd like to thank everybody here, our customers, our employees. Over the years, they've been so loyal and they're dedicated in working with all of this. Also, our main shareholder, Mr. Quant. Thank you for everybody. It's a big day. I'm very happy. This afternoon, we have our meetings, board of directors. I'm a bit nervous about that. But today, nothing else can happen. Thank you very much.